And before we get started, this is the crude oil, January crude oil. This is a 150 tick chart. I did not do a lot of research to find out which number of ticks worked. This was just basically the standard for on NinjaTrader, and so I just use it. And this is in the morning. And this action, what I'm going to show you, I've condensed it down into about 10 minutes. It's about an hour's worth of trading. And using the reaction point software, we'll go through and we'll show exactly how things went. And you'll see right here that the buy pattern is up. You can see the green is going here, and so it's telling you that the market's in a bullish bias. And it did kick in a buy right here. You had a little inside bar right inside this action period. Now we're moving up into this new action period. And I think you'll see here pretty soon that I'll go ahead and put on the pitchfork to do my price analysis, because the software is already gone and gave me the time analysis. Yes, I do have the recording going on, so all this is going to be recorded. And as you know, we post this on our website to make it available to everybody. This market was just going a little sideways, chopping back and forth. You can see on this line right here, the line, that's where it kicked in the buy. And let me see here, see if my recording, yeah, it is going. Okay, I'm going to back it paused. It didn't pause. Let me go back and start this from the beginning again, because I want to show you. Let's go back from the very beginning here, and we'll get it started and expand it. There we go. Okay, so as I say, right now it is in a buy. The reaction point software is telling you the trend is in a buy. You can also tell that by the green bars. It's in a bullish bias. The PFI, the price flow indicator, is also bullish, and it did trigger a buy by this green bar right here. It says we should be long here. And the market moved right up into this point, right into this reaction point right here. You had a little down. It came on down. And if you look, you'll see a swing pattern right here, which is another bullish pattern. And with this line right up here, this is a neutral. That is another buy signal. And you can see it just confirmed as the moving up. Now I'm going to put on the pitchfork. This is how I put on the pitchfork to start looking at the price analysis. And you can look at the flow. The market is out of here, so I'm going to do the shift. Right here, you can see I can do the shift, and that keeps the market contained inside the pitchfork. That's what I want to do. Right here, it's a wider, so we have both the A and the B count saying this is the reaction point, and the market should move up into this line right here. This is the target line, so that's what I'm waiting for, to move up into that line during this time period. If that works out, then you have time and price coming together right inside the reaction point. And you can see that's what it just came up, and it did hit. It hit that upper parallel line right inside the projected reaction point. Now that completes the cycle, and you can see the market is reversing, and I'm looking forward to come down into this line right here. But it did capture, you know, remember we started buying here, had another buy here, another buy here, and up here it hit the target objective right in the right time frame. As you see, that has completed it, and the market moved on down. I'm waiting here. This is where I wait. I wanted to wait and see how the market would react to this median line support. So that's just further confirmation that the time and price, that the reaction point was correct. It hit that right in here. And the market comes down and it does find a little support. Should find us a little support right here. And keeping my pitchfork and everything in place until it gives me a new pattern, a new signal. And you can see now we're still in an upward trend and the PFI is still bullish, but the market right now, I mean the program has identified this as a pivot high and a low, and you can see now it just switched to neutral. So it identified that has switched and it found a new pattern. Like I said, that I've condensed about an hour of trading into here the 10 minutes. So I wanted to show you the most important aspects, the best signals. The market came down through the median line. It turned blue. That says that you do not want to take a sell until after you get a couple of bars up, and that's exactly what happened. And now right here, this line right here, that sets up another sell pattern, and you're neutral. If we take out the white, that confirms the sell, and we should continue to drop on down. Now, you see how these moved over? That's because it confirmed that pattern. It was a neutral pattern here. It's a down pattern, sell. When it confirmed, the reaction point software does its analysis. It does the reverse count. And you can see right here, it has, this is your ABC pattern right there. So it does the reverse count and it uses that to make the projections. This is based off the B count, that's 5 bars from now. This one is the A count for 11 bars. The A count is always the most important. That's the one we look for. But right now, I do have a sell, and I'm waiting to see how the market reacts to this line and this reaction point right here. As I still have it up here, but because I do have this possible TR pattern here, if you want, I'll show you, this is the TR pattern. Let me get my pen. Then I am looking for this market to turn lower. So I have and that's another confirmation. So as soon as I see how it reacts in there, you can see that I've finally taken that off, and it's time for me to draw my downward pitchfork and do my new analysis. Here I'm drawing my action line. Go on ahead, and first I'm putting it right on here. But see, since the market's moving up into this time frame, I will very quickly, I'll be moving it down into this period, because that's the A. That's really where I look for that market to drop on down. And if this is correct, the market's going to move up into here, and it should turn and start heading lower if everything, that's the way it's. So you do come up, you have a little bit of right here, but the PFI is still bearish, the pattern's still bearish. So I'm looking to that market to continue lower down into this area here. And that's what's happening. Should come into this area. It does meet the median line here, which is kind of a target. And right here, we should have a reaction, and that completes the cycle. This market should start to turn higher. It does not quite reach my red line target, but you can see it is starting to turn. And because of this, you see the inside day. If you recognize this from our other webinars, you can see how the market took out the low. You had a reaction here, took out the low, followed by an inside bar. So that's a failed swing pattern, and that usually triggers a reversal. So that's one of the other things you look at. The market did reverse right in time, come back, test this line right here, but that completes that cycle. So now I'm waiting here. I waited for a brand new setup. It did. It kicked in right here. Sell down, sell, confirmed a sell right in this area here. I have my pitchfork on. The market fell very, very quickly, coming right down into the reaction point. It did hit the median line, the parallel target, as expected. And now at this period, we should start bouncing back and forth, because you can see that the action part, here's the action, and this is the reaction. And that's what we're looking. This is the balance point. We use this information to project forward. Right inside the projected area, the reaction point, based on the B count, the market has turned and reversed. So there was your target line, and there was your time and price. So you could capture that whole move. But I do not expect that to be a bottom because this is the A point. We do not have an AB point. Looking for it to come down and maybe make a new low into here, and that would end that cycle. And you can see that's what it did. It actually made the low right outside the reaction, made a high in and down here. And so there was your target objective. So we had the action part, reaction point, and it just confirmed a new pattern. That's why it jumped out here. It confirmed a brand new pattern. Now, so that was this pattern right here. I waited here for a brand new setup. And brand new setup here. Now this does have, you can see right here, if you look at here's your A, B, C, D. So there is your TR pattern. And if you look at it, this area was right in the buy window. If you take this high to this low, that was in the 60% sell window, I should say. Triggered a sell right in this area. When it confirmed that pattern, it made brand new projections. We moved up into a little high here, so I expect the market to drop down into this time period. And you remember that's based off of this action here, gives us the reaction. So that now I can putting on my pitchfork to do my analysis. The market came right down, time and price. Now that's how it's supposed to work together. So that's why I thought this video would be very interesting to you guys to see as the market's happening exactly how I do it, how I draw my lines on, how I look at the reaction points, and how it all works together. We're going to get one more drop into this new reaction point, and I think that's where I ended it and switched over to a different market. But this is the crude oil. I spent an hour with the crude oil yesterday, and it had several good signals in there.